welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build. As I'm sure you're all aware, because it's kind of old news at this point, to be honest, Animal Crossing New Horizons just came out with a new update that included cooking and farming, along with a bunch of other things that everybody was really excited about, like Brewster increasing the limit on bridges and inclines, access to your storage from outside your house, but unfortunately not including bulk crafting, bulk buying from Able Sisters, your villagers staying out of your way when you're trying to terraform. So bit of a mixed bag of an update, some pros and cons, but I do think that the farming was really cute and a really fun addition to the game. And even though farming doesn't really fit on the theme of my island, like my island is very tropical and beachy, and like I feel like people don't usually farm when they're going to like a tropical beach resort, I didn't want to be left out. So I took a tiny little piece of land on one corner of my island and transformed it into a little farm. And I actually think it turned out kind of nice because I wasn't 100% sure what I was gonna do with this area anyway. Like, it's kind of a weird bit of land. Like, it's it's not very wide, it's right next to the beach and it's right next to the peninsula, but I've also got these kind of symmetrical paths going beside the river, like kind of making a little canal, and I didn't want to touch that. I wanted to keep the canal kind of straight and like going up into the more terraformed area that's like just behind this area. So I had a lot of limitations on this area. And in general, since I'm getting to like the end of my island, like my island is almost completely done, it's really hard for me to figure out how to add things to it, because kind of all I'm left with at this point is like the outskirts of my island. It's just like little skinny strips of land on the outside of the places that I've already terraformed. So it's a little bit restrictive, but I tried to do the best that I could with it. And I think since, you know, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for there to be a big farm on my island, I thought that taking up this little tiny piece of land with a farm was, you know, the perfect kind of solution for that. And I thought maybe this video could be helpful to other people who are kind of in my position where like your island is almost done, but now the update came out and you're like, I kind of want to add a farm, but I don't have a whole lot of room. Like, maybe this will help you get some ideas on how to better utilize those little skinny leftover pieces of your island. Okay, so I've been sitting here for a couple minutes trying to think of how to best segue into what I'm gonna say next, and I just don't think that there is one. It's January now. This is so stupid. Okay, so the Animal Crossing update came out on November 5th, and I streamed myself building this farm on November 6th, so the day after. And November was kind of a busy month for me, so I didn't get around to start editing this video until early December. My Premiere profile says that it was last modified December 2nd, so I guess that's when I left off the first part of the recording. And today, when I'm recording this, is January 9th. That is like some next level procrastination, and I feel like I'm a pretty solid procrastinator. Like, that's kind of my whole thing, but I don't think I've ever put off something until the next year. Like, that's messed up. So I'm gonna be posting this farm video right in the middle of January, when everybody's been probably over farming for like 2 months. Now everybody in the Animal Crossing world has moved on to like Christmas, and then Christmas passed and now we're still in winter, but I'm sure people are already doing like spring stuff, because that's just like how content goes, which does kind of bother me, to be honest. And it did bother me for a while when I was making content more regularly. Like, I felt like I couldn't just like enjoy Animal Crossing for the seasons when they happened, because I was like, oh, like my island is a tropical theme, so I have to like keep it tropical, or like I have to do a fall video right now, because if I wait like 2 weeks, everybody's gonna be moved on to winter and like posting their winter stuff already, and I'll feel like I'm behind. It's like when people like Macy's starts putting out their Christmas stuff like before Halloween even is over, and I'm like, can I not just like enjoy September without being like, oh shit, I gotta get ready for Christmas? Anyway, that's not even what this is about. I'm posting this because I made a farm and I thought it was cute and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you're looking for farm inspiration, here's what I did. Also, I'm really big on closure. Closure is really important for me, and I can't just like leave a video half done. Also, the files are taking up a ton of space on my computer, so I just needed to like get this out into the world and then, you know, move on with my life. And I guess speaking of closure, there is another video that I started and never finished, but that's actually because I never finished the build. I was working on decorating my museum area, and I've been working on that on Twitch. I mean, several months ago at this point now, but I was streaming it on Twitch and I started editing it, but I didn't know how I was gonna finish building around the museum area, so I kind of just stopped. Life got hectic. I started working. I've got this new job that I very much enjoy, and it pays really well. So I've been doing that instead of YouTube, which doesn't pay me at all. But it is really fun and I do miss it. And I miss streaming. And I've made a lot of really good friends through Twitch and like YouTube and stuff. So I want to keep it as part of my life, like as a hobby. It's just been really difficult to implement lately because there's been a lot happening in my life. And I also feel like I kind of have to have a think about the type of content that I want to be making, because I really like doing like the Animal Crossing building streams, and then that's really easy to like turn into a video. But I don't love doing voiceovers, and I don't know why. It's like, for some reason, it's just my least favorite part of the video making process. And it's not because I don't like to talk, because I can talk for 4 hours on stream, like no problem. I talk all the time. Like anybody who knows me is like, yeah, oh my God, doesn't shut up ever. So it's not that. But I don't 100% know what the issue is. But I definitely do have some resistance towards doing voiceovers, because that's always like the last part of the video that I have to do for the speed build, and I put it off so much. I feel like speed builds take me so long because I just put off doing the voiceover forever, and it takes me so long to do. And I don't know why. So if I'm gonna continue making content, I want it to be content that I really enjoy making and am proud of. And I am proud of the builds that I do. Like I really have kind of gotten a hang of terraforming. I feel like I'm kind of good at it, and I like a lot of the stuff that I've made in Animal Crossing. It's been really fun and really pretty, and just like a different creative outlet. I don't know, it's been nice. But I don't know if I want to have the bulk of my content centered around the need for a voiceover, because I know that I don't like doing it. And, you know, since this is a hobby for me, like I want it to be fun. And if there's a part of it that I don't like doing, like I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like this isn't my job. I don't have to be like, well, you know, there's always parts of your job that you're not gonna like, and you know, that's just life. And that may be true, but not in this particular circumstance. So I'm gonna have a think about what kind of content I want to make, and feel free to leave comments and suggestions in the comments for things you might like to see, stuff that I've done in the past that you liked. Let me know. So yeah, maybe keep an eye out for new and different and fun and funky, fresh content coming from me at some point. I can make absolutely no promises on what that's gonna look like, so just keep your expectations real low, and hopefully you will be pleasantly surprised. We have finally reached the walkthrough at the end of the video. If you made it this far, congratulations. You did it. I don't think I actually said a single word about this build during the entire video, so sorry if you wanted more of an explanation, but I think it's pretty straightforward. I kind of used the like terraformed rivers to separate the different areas of land. That was kind of the most difficult part, like figuring out a layout, and I'm sure if you watched the video back closely, you'll see that I changed it multiple times. It was really a struggle, and I did have to cut a lot of it out because if it was bad for me, I'm sure it would have been bad for you also. Didn't really do much with the peninsula. I'm probably gonna go back and add some stuff over there just to kind of like flesh the area out. I also want to clean up the beaches because there's flowers all over them, and probably at this point there's about 100 million weeds all over the island because I truly haven't played in months. But editing this video has kind of made me a little bit nostalgic, so I think I'm gonna have to pick it back up again. So with that being said, let me know in the comments if you liked this video, if you liked the farm, if you have a farm on your island, what season your island is in. Just like, let's chat, let's talk about it. I hope you're having a good day. I hope your new year's going well, and I will see you later.